Hi, this is Andy Hoffman of CryptoGoldCentral.com, where I publish a daily cryptocurrency blog and provide professional crypto consulting to individuals and altcoin developers alike. My last crypto audio blog, titled FUD Everywhere, was on October 11th, i.e. 2 weeks ago, with Bitcoin having just plunged the night before in the wake of the latest Tether FUD from 6,600 to 6,250 on Bitfinex. 2 weeks later, the Tether FUD has been 100% refuted, as in essence, all that really happened was Bitfinex's banking partner had financial issues, prompting it to move its account to a new bank. In fact, during these 2 weeks, the Coinbase stablecoin was approved, real positive news for stablecoins, as opposed to the fake news led by the obviously compromised anonymous troller Bitfinex, that Tether and/or Bitfinex were going under. Not that Tether doesn't still have questions, as ultimately it is overregulated at many key points in its supply chain and underregulated in others. However, in a world where mainstream observers and investors are desperate for ETFs and future exchanges, the Coinbase news is a major positive development, not to mention rumors that it will be IPO'd in a multi-billion-dollar transaction. This, while today we learned that the Bitstamp crypto exchange is being acquired for $400 million. It's been a wild ride these past 2 weeks, sort of, as they began with the epic price explosion on October 14th to 7,700 on Bitfinex, when fears of a Tether collapse prompted Bitfinex account holders to, somewhat counterintuitively, sell Tether to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos. Then settling at roughly 65.50 that lasted for roughly 10 days, with a $150 to $200 premium over other exchanges for Bitcoin prices, and then a drifting downward on Bitfinex to roughly 6,500 over the next few days, while the premium declined to less than $100. This as Tether rose back to roughly its targeted goal of $1 on nearly all exchanges. During this time of historically low Bitcoin volatility, which presciently Adam Meister predicted last night would end soon, an incredibly long list of Bitcoin bullish events occurred, starting with the financial market implosion that took $8 billion off equity market caps, while its fiat currencies the world around continued to plunge. The all-important yuan-dollar exchange rate has risen to 6.96 to the dollar, just below the 25-year pegged line in the sand of 7.0, while the Indian rupee and other major emerging market currencies appear bottomless. Meanwhile, in crypto land, here are some of the top news items per the title of today's audio blog, Still Seeking Bitcoin Bad News. 1. Per yesterday's article, which can be found on my Steemit page, the backed physical Bitcoin futures contract is set to launch December 12th, pending an SEC approval that could come as soon as this week. 2. 9 Bitcoin ETFs are set to be decided on by the SEC this week as well. None are expected to be approved, but very well could. 3. Vertex, the oldest venture capital firm in Southeast Asia, invested in the Binance crypto exchange, 1 week after Goldman Sachs invested in crypto custodian startup BitGo. 4. The Chinese government ruled that Bitcoin is legal to own and transact in China. 5. Bitfury Mining is now considering an IPO, just as Bitmain and Coinbase are. And 6. Coinbase launched, as noted before, its US dollar stablecoin and was regulatorily approved as a crypto custodian. Countering this unabashed bullishness in a streak of positive macroeconomic and crypto-specific developments as long and powerful as any in Bitcoin history is the news this morning that a chop shop crypto exchange named Maple in Canada that no one in their right mind should have been using got hacked for a few $1 million worth of Bitcoin, which I might add had no impact on the price when it was reported late last night. 2 weeks ago, we plunged to 6,300 on supposedly bad Bitcoin news that turned out to be no news at all. And today, to the same level, despite not a single Bitcoin negative thing occurring, the non-event hack notwithstanding, amidst to the contrary, as bullish a Bitcoin environment news-wise as we have seen. This just 2 days from the 10-year anniversary of Satoshi's world-changing Bitcoin white paper. So what does this tell us? In my view, simply that the great Bitcoin consolidation of 2018, while not over, is still ongoing at levels well above the Hoffman line of a $100 billion market cap. Given all the incredibly bullish developments in the space, the long-term path of least resistance is up, while the short-term path should be strongly supported by the increasing institutional support the aforementioned news items portend. Thus, I have the same advice as I've been giving publicly since January 2016, which is to hodl Bitcoin on Trezors and patiently wait. Thanks, and have a great crypto day.